Absolutely. It's the best position in the world. I told you that earlier today. I didn't have a choice to play the position. I would never change a minute of my lacrosse career. It was the greatest position on the lacrosse field. I was able to be creative with the position. I tried to play it a little bit differently than those that came before me. It's an open template. It's an open canvas. You're not an attacker with two other guys that you have to build chemistry with. You are the goalie. Everything starts from you, and that's how you set the tone for your entire team. Your team will embrace your spirit as a goalie. If you are high energy, highly skilled, athletic, get after it, total leader, your team is going to benefit from that more so than any other position on the field. Goalie is the greatest position in the world. If you can excel at this, you become the spotlight of every single game you'll ever play in. Okay? You are, without a doubt, the most important important player on the field, because you can have 6 All-Americans on attack. If you got a goalie that's hot, you might score 5 goals the entire game, and you'll lose. Okay? Now remember, we've had the benefit today to listen to the greatest lacrosse player, greatest goalie, active goalie in the world. He was MLL Goalie of the Year. Do you realize how ridiculous that is? There are thousands, tens, 20, 50, 100,000 goalies out there, and he's the best one playing lacrosse right now. He came to Rye, New York to teach you the position of the goal, to walk through the fundamentals so that you can take what you've learned today, all right, incorporate it into your practice and into your drills, okay, and really take the initiative to be a great goalie. And remember, goalie is not all about just jumping in the goal and getting shot on. It's about communicating. It's about clearing. Okay? It's about being the most mentally tough player on the field. It's being the spot. It's being the leader. It's taking the team and the team's chances on your shoulders and saying, I'm going to will this team to win, regardless of anyone but me plays well. Coach Dooley, how important is the position of goal?
It's so important that I didn't have the guts to play, and I know in our backyard and everything, I think every kid does this in their backyard with a tennis ball. You always want to be goalie, but it takes a few really to have the courage to do that in a game, because I agree with you, it's the most important part.
Yeah.
I mean, as a tackman, fine, you get bumps and bruises, but you don't get anything like you do when you're a goalie.
Yeah.
So.
And you've won sectional championships at Rye. You've played in the state tournament as a coach. You've coached teams. How important does it come down to making a save or two at the end of the game?
It's the most important thing, and I guess the last thing I want to say too is it's great. Oh, you can say, oh, that's a great shot, but when the goalie makes a good save, the crowd, I mean, there's nothing like it. It's like, oh my God, they stand up and applaud. So there's a lot of good things that come with it, but it takes a lot of hard work.
Coaches in the back, guys, anybody want to say a few things? Oh yeah, Coach.
So one question. You guys mentioned practice. Can you tell these guys how much wall ball you played when you were practicing passing back in high school and college on average?
Yeah, to me, my stick, I slept with my stick. It was everything to me. So I had to make sure that, I grew up behind, there was a grocery store, and there was a huge brick wall, twice the size of this wall here. And we used to just mark bricks, literally bricks, 6-inch wide bricks, 3 inches high. We used to mark them with markers, and we'd go from 10 yards, throw it, and I always used to have my gloves on. That's huge, because it's a totally different field with or without gloves. Then I would drop back to 20 yards, and then I would drop back to 30 yards. And by the end of my session that I would do it, I put Walkman on or listen to a radio or whatever, and I would stay out there for hours in the off-season, just making sure that I became as accurate as possible. Then I would move around and throw at a moving target. It was probably the one thing I did more than any other thing that part of being goalie. Because remember, it's the only thing you can do by yourself. I had to wait for people to shoot on me. Captain are pretty boys. They always, can't get over there yet. It's like you can only practice clearing by yourself. So I did it more than anyone.
We were busy, buddy. We were busy.
Yeah.
But guys, coaches pointed out. Every coach has said it, and a lot of you are really good.
All the effort you put in, so when you go into the game, it's just second nature. We were talking about stepping and getting behind the ball. The more you practice that, the easier it's going to be when you do it in the game. And that goes for everything, clearing, communication, everything, right? The more you practice it, the easier it's going to be in the game and the better you're going to play. So keep that in mind as well.
Coach?
if I were a little bit afraid to get in the goal, how might I like start to get over that? Worry?
Yeah, well, typically the fear comes from the ball hurting. And I can honestly tell you, does it hurt sometimes? Yes. But when I'm in an athletic position attacking the ball, it does not hurt. You are hitting the ball when you're moving towards it, okay? The game's changed dramatically. You're able to, you're playing on different surfaces. The stick technology with the goalie sticks are lighter, they're quicker, they're easier. If you're afraid of getting hit with the ball, I can promise you that if you give it a try and you start making saves and doing things the right way, it doesn't hurt as much as you think it does.
And guys, also, if you're a little hesitant about playing goalie, look at the cup half full. Look at the positives that come out of playing goalie. Might stink to get hit with the ball, but if it's the fourth quarter and it's your team's up by 1 and you make a save that wins the game, that makes up for getting hit with the ball 50 times. So look at the positive things that can come from playing goalie, not necessarily the negatives. There's negatives for everything you do in life, every position you play, in any sport. Lacrosse goalie, some might be a little more evident than others. So look at the positive things that come out of it, because they, far outweigh,
And by the way, when we start playing at a very high level, get hit with the ball, typically it's a save. So, yes.
I haven't actually. That's one thing luckily that I haven't, but it happens.
He's still young.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Maybe this year it gets more out.
Yeah. I do, yes. Yes, I do.
He's his teammate.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, 2 things. First of all, give Drew a huge hand for coming out. This summer with the Long Island Lizards, come down, make sure you say hello to him after the game. He'll sign some autographs and maybe give you away some free stuff.
Yeah,
also, keep an eye open for the Maverick gear that he's coming out with, especially the goalie equipment. And if anyone has any direct questions for him, just contact Coach Greenhouse and he'll